I'm not clean anymore. Because I was eating in the village. Ate a woman's underwear cover. But neighbor Choya said this is an unopened belly. And I kind of chewed on that. The smell of milk is coming. This is underwear. I immediately informed Xiongda and Xiong of my discovery. They took their underwear and looked at it. Found a rooster pattern on it. In an instant, the two's expressions changed greatly. Because this is yourself. The intimate clothing of the elderly mother who has been missing for 2 days. Xiong immediately questioned his daughter-in-law Choya. What about our mother? Where did you hide it? Choya can't hide it. He pointed to the wheat field not far away. Xiongda quickly picked up his hoe and dug up the soil. But this dig dug up a sack. And the bag is full of meat cubes the size of potatoes. But I can't even tell who it is. Xiongda had to endure his nausea and rummage through the sack. After a while, I found a familiar face. Xiongda's hanging heart is finally dead. The police arrived at the scene. Pieced together the corpse and head. The body was found missing a palm, foot and heart, liver, spleen, lungs and kidneys. Then on the stove of Xiong house. Found a lot of minced meat. And in the big iron pan where the soup is being made. Parts of the old man's internal organs were found. Sister-in-law vomited as soon as she heard it. Because their families are looking for their missing mother-in-law. It's all at the second child's house. That's what Choya ate at home. That is to say, Xiong de Xiong I almost ate my own mother. Choya was taken back to the police station. Facing police interrogation. He has no resistance. He readily confessed to killing his mother-in-law. Chop up mother-in-law. The whole process of giving birth to a mother-in-law. Choya is from Jianyang County, Sichuan. Born poor. Only primary school culture. At the age of 21, she married the second son of the Xiong family. Because of poverty, Xiong de Xiong can only go to the county seat to work as a migrant. Except for Choya. Only mother-in-law and sister-in-law. And living with 2 children. However, in the rural areas of the 1990s, the status of being a mother-in-law is still very high. When Granny Xiong was young, her husband left early. Therefore, she often encounters bear too. Grandma's scolding and insulting. As a widow, she lonely pulled Xiong de Xiong up. Gradually developed a domineering, a pungent and powerful temper. Now she has become a mother-in-law. He also became the eldest person in the family. Because I was caught in the rain when I was young. So he also tore his daughter-in-law's umbrella. Therefore, the mother-in-law often beats and scolds her 2 daughters-in-law. However, Choya's character is very stubborn. Whenever his mother-in-law scolded him, he would push back. Xiong occasionally gives Choya from the town. Buy sexy lingerie back. When my mother-in-law saw it, she called him a slut. Thought he was having an affair with Smooth in the next village. Therefore, the 2 often quarrel and fight. Well, one time, the mother-in-law also broke Choya's leg. I also went to the hospital for a cast. On the day of the incident, Choya is putting her 2-year-old daughter to bed. But the child is disobedient. Crying and screaming. This annoyed the mother-in-law who took a nap next door. It's useless for him to insult Choya. I can't even coax a child. Choya was annoyed by the crying of the child. The mother-in-law is still by the side and has been pushing. He got angry all of a sudden. Immediately got into a fight with my mother-in-law. He tried his best with one left leg. The mother-in-law lost her resistance in an instant. Fell hard to the ground. Looking at the fainted mother-in-law, he thought to himself that if the old woman woke up, must get revenge on yourself. And he got hurt by me. You have to pay to see him. The more Choya thinks about it, the more frustrated she becomes, and decided to kill it directly. In the future, the roots of the ears will also spit out. So Choya took a kitchen knife from the kitchen. It's a pain to slash at Granny Wan. Looking at the broken corpse, Choya is not only not afraid. Instead, it aroused his appetite. Because the family is too poor, he hasn't eaten meat in a long time. His favorite food is internal organs. So he gutted the body, made into dishes. He thinks his mother-in-law loves to beat people so much. He chopped off his mother-in-law's hands and feet, thrown into the pigsty to feed the pigs. And the flesh on his body felt old and dirty. So it was put in the bag with the head. He buried it casually in his own vegetable patch. He took a bite of freshly cooked fried dried kernels. He smelled of sweat and body odor. So he stopped eating. But it can't be wasted. He made a pot of soup from the rest. And 2 cold dishes. Served the table. Let my sister-in-law and children eat it. Sister-in-law also praised his cooking skills. The meat is tight and fresh. Explain everything. Choya naively asked the police. Can I go home now? Daughter can't be taken care of by no one. The wheat at home is yellow and has to go back to harvest it. In Choya's consciousness, he thinks killing people is just rude. Didn't even realize that killing was illegal. Ultimately, Choya was sentenced to death. Execute immediately. I drank the soup from that bowl. I seem to be vengeful. There is a very good feeling of sweating. I don't think it's illegal. No, it's not good, it's very illegal. What kind of person does not break the law? He was going to infect people.
Thanks for watching, brave and bold. You stayed till the stories were told. From eerie sights to sounds unknown. Hope you felt chills to the bone.